And this is a eucalyptus that we have it already on our site, and the template is great. And this is one Megan did. There's a little video for it. So this particular eucalyptus I've had sitting in a vase, and it sits on my shelf in my library room, beautiful like it is. However, when I'm putting it into a bouquet, there's a lot of leaves at the bottom that get lost. So I wanted to show you a different technique to make these. It looks more like this. And same leaf. I'm also using a different color of paper, and I sprayed it a different color. I sprayed one of them a different color just because that's what I had on hand. But I'm going to show you how to make stems of these so that they're really easy to incorporate into your bouquets. All right, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you a few little behind the scenes. I'm going to move this a bit. A few little behind the scenes techniques that I use. So I've cut this on my cutting machine, and you know, of course you can do it by hand, but I wanted a lot very quickly. This one didn't cut all the way, so I'm peeling this off. This is one of my favorite things. These tweezers, one of my favorite things. And then this makes it so easy. Well, one of the things you can do is you can roll it, and this will almost pop off the corner. And you just slide your little tweezers in there and pop them off. I find this to be the easiest way to get extra fine crepe paper off of my cutting mat. Then what I'm going to do, this is the same technique that we use where this is a V-cut leaf. So you can see we have the lines going into a V shape. Let me put this up really high there. They have this beautiful monitor for me so I can see what I'm showing people. And then we'll glue the wire between. All right, so Megan used this beautiful sort of natural colored wire. You guys can use whatever color you want to. Well, I would say these two. Use a green or a natural, either one. Here's the natural, here's the green. Megan sprayed this with herb, and you can tell what color of, I can't even tell what color of crepe paper is under that. I sprayed this one with basil, and I'm kind of doing it in a different order than Megan did it. I sat down and made all of these, and I feel like when you do a lot, you can kind of figure out some methods to kind of move things along quicker. And since I was doing quite a few, I wanted the most direct. So I'm using this green wire, partly because I don't really want the wire to show so much, and I felt like it would disappear into the bouquet a bit easier. And I'll measure here for you guys. Okay, so about 6 inches long. I'll cut my wires, and I would cut a pile of wires. So as I'm working, I have my little dish of pre-cut leaves here, and then I would just make this pile of wires. And where did my wire, oh, here it is. Okay, then I'll straighten out the tip. And I'm finding, you know, I love to stick my wire into the glue. It's not working for this. It's just too thick, and there's just too much opportunity for the paper to unravel. So I'm taking my glue and actually, I figured this out too. Okay, you have to keep a cloth on your hand. That way your crepe paper doesn't get gluey. All right, so I figured out that if I held it in my hand and then held my glue in my hand, both of them, I could drag a nice line of glue fairly easy. So see, I can move it back and forth. This is the fastest technique that I figured out after making hundreds of these. Then I'll place my wire in, and I like to keep, I don't want to put the glue too close to the edge because, you know, it does dry, but it leaves kind of a funny not discoloration, just a texture change. So I try not to put the glue too close to the edge, and then I'll do just a tiny bit. So then I'll place that on top, and you'll try not to get that extra glue, but if you do, don't worry about it. You know, and then I just gently pinch them. So Megan, she went ahead and made her wire frame for her eucalyptus first, where I found that it's easier to glue them into their own wires. Then, as soon as I glue it, I go ahead and take my scissors and clean up the end. And then what I'm doing is I'm bundling them in threes. So here's a 3, here's a 3, and then I have 3. And I'll arrange them a bit you know, so they're not at the same level. I figure out which one has the longest wire. They're all the same. I'll take one of my wires and unwrap the wire. So this is similar to what Megan did. And unwrap the wire as best you can. Sometimes the little tweezers help. And then I'm unraveling this paper. So if you looked at all my different clusters, you guys, some of them are really gnarly looking. And what I was trying for is, let me show you some of the gnarly so you can, you know, see that this is real. So you see how first I started twisting them together, and then I'm like, ugh, I don't like the look of that. I tried a few different methods. They didn't look as clean as I wanted to. So I figured out, you know, Megan's technique of unwrapping the paper was probably the best. It just made it look really nice and tidy. So I'll place all three together, and then we will, okay, my exploding glue. I think when I went out to spray my leaves this morning, I inhaled a bit too much of the spray. Okay, so you can see how I'm wrapping the stem. Then I'll take the three stems together, and I will take an 18 gauge wire. Partially because I just want, sorry guys, I forgot to get my 18 gauge wire over here. So I'll take about a half of an 18 gauge wire, and I will go ahead and wrap the floral tape to attach it. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and wrap the floral tape with the crepe paper to finish that off. So that's how I made these, and this is a fairly quick way to do it. If you want to spray them, go ahead and bring the leaves out so they're all flat, somewhat like this, so they're not overlapping. Take them outside with your mask, and then go ahead and spray them. I did it on both sides. The thing that I love about the spray is that it actually crinkled up the paper. Yeah, let's look at that. Can you see that? It actually made the crepe sort of loosen up, which gave it a great texture. And when I was doing it, I'm thinking, oh, I hope that doesn't go away. And it stayed. So I think I will spray all of them, but I'm going to go get the herb color. You can probably use any type of craft spray paint. All right, I haven't put these together, but let's take some questions. That's your demo. So you guys go, I made 3 for each bouquet. So I have 9 of these stems ready, and that will be what I'm going to use for my demo the last Wednesday, the live demo where I'm showing how to put these into bouquets. If you don't want to make 3 bouquets, 3 will be fine. So 3, 3, and 3, depending on what you want to do. All right.